What is up, guys, and welcome back to episode number 58 now of the Leeds United career mode here on YouTube in FIFA 17. Kick this episode off by showing you we had a transfer offer for Divock Origi. I actually counter-offered this offer from Lorient for £40 million. I was not expecting the French club to accept this counter-offer, which is basically the reason why I did it. However, you're going to see in a second they did, in fact, accept it. But it's all good because Origi and Lorient could not agree personal terms. So although I show you that they did, in fact, match that £40 million counter-offer in which we made for the striker, they, in fact, didn't agree on personal terms, meaning that he's still going to be a Leeds United player come the end of the window. So they did, in fact, match it, which I was very, very surprised about. I wasn't expecting it. I was thinking I made a mistake there. However, they didn't actually, like I said, match personal terms. So I was actually pretty happy with myself for that one because although it would have been nice to get enough money in for the Divock Origi, there wasn't really too much time left in the window for me to be able to go out and buy a player with that £40 million. And the board would have just literally taken it at the end of the season and not given us it back. So I'm sort of glad he didn't leave for that sort of money because, again, I could have sort of bought youth scouts, I guess, and kept the money in the club. However, the board would have probably just taken it away and not given us as much money as I would have hoped for next season. But he did, in fact, go. So in the end, it's all good. Although it would have been nice to get that money in, obviously it's nicer to keep Origi at the club, which is exactly what happened. As he did, in fact, play what I thought was possibly going to be his final game before he didn't actually leave the club here against his former club in the form of Liverpool. Jurgen Klopp's men still looking at getting a better position in the league than what they currently are, as Lucas is actually the captain of Liverpool at the moment. We go into this still unbeaten in the Premier League. So again, all I'm looking for is at least a draw. If we can get a win out of this game, I'll be buzzing. But I just don't want to lose that unbeaten spree because at the moment we are looking like we possibly could go the full season unbeaten here at Leeds. A lot of that is down to the fact that we are not playing in any of the competitions barring the just the English ones, but we did in fact get knocked out of the FA Cup, so we only have the EFL Cup final to come. So the only two competitions we are actually in at the moment is actually the Premier League and the English League Cup. So I guess we can say we haven't had the pressure of having the Champions League football or anything here, so we haven't really had to, focus on that either. So I guess the unbeaten spree is sort of down to that. But again, if you can go unbeaten by the end of the season, I'll be very happy with it. I'm not expecting us to do that if we do in fact get Champions League football. I don't think I've ever been unbeaten in a career mode before, so it'd be nice to do. However, I'm not expecting it come the end of the season. As the first chance did fall El Ghazi's way in this one, 16 minutes in. His strike was saved by Karius in the Liverpool goal, though. Karius is such a good goalkeeper, by the way, guys, in this game. If you can afford him, go out and get him on Ultimate Team, because he's pretty beast on that as well. As you can see from the resulting corner, another wonderful save from the Liverpool goalkeeper, keeps the score at 0-0 as Klein eventually gets the ball away for Liverpool here. But I was good, because I honestly felt as though we were dominating the game earlier on in this one. And 38 minutes in, El Ghazi again involved in this one, gives the ball off to Divock Origi. Origi on this right-hand side goes to the strike, but again, it's met by Karius. Very well done by the Liverpool goalkeeper in the net. But 65 minutes in, Liverpool found their way into the game in the second half and really should have got themselves an opener in this one as Verratti, running out of pace, running out of speed, had to take the strike on early. He did so, and he ended up putting his strike wide of the post. So I was happy to see that one go wide. Honestly, Liverpool were very quiet in the early parts of this one. It really, they got into life in the second half and they gave me a game in the second half. You're going to see as well, it actually was a very, very tough one in the second half because a lot of my players felt a bit tired as Sturridge steals back the ball there and should have made it 1-0, barring an absolutely wonderful save from our goalkeeper in the form of Ben Leno. However, we did, in fact, find the breakthrough not so long into the second half as El Ghazi wonderfully worked in the end and fires the low-driven shot into the bottom corner. I'm telling you guys right now, that low-driven shot that they've implemented into FIFA 17 is just so broken. It's just unbelievably broken. The keeper doesn't know what to do. And you're going to see as well, it's actually wonderfully hit by El Ghazi right into that bottom corner. Keeper didn't stand a chance. And although Karius had a wonderful game here for the Liverpool side, he, unfortunately for them, couldn't keep that strike out, as we did look like we were going to pick up 3 points from this game. And I have to say, we deserved it. We were in control for most of the game. Yes, Liverpool gave us a scare in the second half, creating a couple of chances later on, as Joel Green in the 86th minute gets into a good position actually, but sends his effort. I tried to do the low-driven shot, and if you don't know, you have to power it up and then tap it again. But sometimes it doesn't work, and sometimes you end up just skying the ball and making yourself look stupid, which is exactly what I did there with Joel Green. But it didn't matter, because ultimately we came away with 3 points from this one, thankfully, to an El Ghazi strike. You can see on the day, very, very close game. In terms of chances, though, we had the better of the two, and I did firmly believe that we deserved to win that game, and that's exactly what happened. So we pick up a victory in the first game of the episode, still yet to be beaten in the Premier League as well. And right now, I think we can go all the way. I firmly believe we can go all the way in this one. I've just realised as well, guys, I've spoken about it in the commentary, I have actually spoilt this next game in the episode, and I genuinely do apologise for that. I said earlier on in the commentary that we've actually got the EFL Cup final to go to, and I've actually just realised that we've still got the semi-final second leg to play against Spurs. So I've sort of spoiled it for you, and I genuinely do apologise for that. I forgot how far we're in, That's just down to me being bad. So just pretend that you never heard that. Pretend that, we're going to the Spurs game here, still 0-0, but I can tell you right now, we do in fact win this by a goal to nil, and it's a very, very sloppy goal to actually give away from a Spurs perspective. But again, I apologise for that. I really didn't realise that we still had that game to come against Spurs. I forgot that the EFL Cup is a double leg. Because this is a few days after I've recorded the last few episodes, so that way I totally forgot that we were still in the second leg coming up here. So again, that's my bad, but you're going to see the gameplay in a second here, so it doesn't all that matter in terms of that one, because we still do win the game. But I would have liked to have not told you that, and I actually didn't realise at the time until, it's just, again, my bad. I really do apologise. Forget it ever happened. We go into this game against Spurs here, 0-0 after the first leg, and we have no idea what the outcome of this one's going to be. It's not like I've given away or anything, but you can see the team we've named here. I was looking at this game thinking, if we get through, we're in a chance to win the EFL Cup for the first time in this series, and that's the only cup we'll have to win. In terms of the English, cups that are not they're not a league. That's the only one left that we have to win out of the three that are involved. That is the Capital One Cup, obviously this one, the EFL Cup as it's now known, the FA Cup and the Community Shield. We've won the FA Cup and the Community Shield, and we just have this one to go. So we'll be putting ourselves into a good position if we can, in fact, beat the Spurs side to do it for the first time in the series. You can see the Spurs side is still very, very strong as Hitz gets his team ready to go out on the pitch and put in a performance. It's still 0-0 at the end of the day. This game could have gone either way here on an aggregate. I don't know if away goals count in the EFL Cup, so I was hoping that we didn't in fact concede, but it could have gone badly for us here as Ben Taleb inside 42 minutes had the first effort of the game, which he blazed over the bar. Then into the 48th minute of the game, we sent through Emre Moore with a lot of pace. Uses that left stick, or uses it right stick to the advantage, and actually gets into a good position, but in the end just overran it too much, so he couldn't get a good enough contact on the ball. It's a good save by the Spurs goalkeeper. 78 minutes in, Heung-min Son found himself in a wonderful position, but Leno was quick to get out to the ball and make sure that no danger happened. I thought we could have given away a penalty there, but the referee waved off the protest. From that, we went up the other end and actually had a chance for ourselves as Costinha gets on it, gives it into Remy. Remy using his pace to his advantage. Look at how fast Remy is when he's on a foot race with the Spurs defender there, but unfortunately sent it straight at the goalkeeper. The chance was not done there, though, as Emre Moore picked up the ball, gave it inside. Well, tried to give it onside to El Ghazi, who actually came off the bench here and played at cam for me in this one. In the end, we actually shut out the Spurs defender. I don't know what Danny Rose is attempting to do with the ball there. Emre Moore takes a strike on it, comes to Remy, and Remy makes it Leeds United 1, Tottenham 0. 87 minutes into the game. Surely going to be the winner, and surely going to send us through to the EFL Cup final. There wasn't really too much to separate the sides on the day, I have to say. Spurs put in a good performance as well. They deserved to get something out of the game, but at the end of the day, the better team is the one who scores, and we managed to do that there. It was a very, very sloppy goal, and had we have conceded it, I would have been ultimately disappointed with myself. You can see, though, the boys celebrating, happy with what they've done so far. Vertonghen, again, was a rock today against his former side. What a absolute quality centre-back this guy is. But Remy pounces on the mistake made by the Spurs defence, and the Spurs goalkeeper palming it into an area. All he's got to do is palm it out for a corner, and the danger is done, except he palms it into an area where Remy can exploit. And it meant that we did, in fact, win the game, and we will be playing in the EFL Cup final here. So let me know what you guys think is going to be the outcome of that one there when we do, in fact, go to the final. I'm expecting us to do quite well in that one. It's against Sunderland, so in terms of that, I personally believe that we should be able to beat that Sunderland side when we do, in fact, get to the EFL Cup final. Let me know what you guys think is going to happen down in the comments below. We obviously have a great chance at winning some silverware here. Not only that, we're still unbeaten in the Premier League. So again, let me know if you guys think we can go the entire season unbeaten, or if you think we will be defeated. And let me also know who you think will be the side to beat us if we can, in fact, not go unbeaten. So let me know what you guys reckon. But you can see at the bottom right hand side of your screen there, Paul Pogba has swapped Manchester United for a move over to Manchester City to play under Pep Guardiola. What a ridiculous signing to make. He broke the bank of Manchester United when he became the most expensive footballer ever. Then he goes to Manchester City for $88.5 million. So Pogba's been about in his career so far. Not only that, he swapped from one rival to another, and Manchester City pay a big bucks to take him over there. I wonder if that's going to be an interesting signing for themselves to make. I do think we actually have Manchester City coming up in the next episode, so that one could be interesting, the fact that now I've got Pogba in their lineup. But you can see here as well, Emre Moore on offer from Valencia for £17.5 million. No chance am I going to sell that young man. He's been a force to be reckoned with for us here, and I actually want to keep him as long as possible. You can see the squad report. There will be a squad report here at the end of this episode. If you want to check out any of the players, pause it on any of the players that you want to check out. That is obviously the way that I do these squad reports. The Chinese goalkeeper there actually has 71 rated, so he's becoming fastly becoming one of our backup goalkeepers here. He's actually 6'6" or something along those lines as well, which is just crazy for a goalkeeper. So you can see the side, pause it on anyone you want to check out. We obviously have a number of good players here you want to see. I show you the stats and also what they have done in terms of goals, assists, and everything like that, and appearances made for the club. So you can see what they are currently working with here. Mano is unfortunately going to be leaving the club come the end of the season. His contract is expiring, and I'm not prepared to give him a new one here at Leeds. We have De Siglio, we have Joe Gomez. I just feel as though Mano wouldn't be a good enough signing to stay on. I think the other one there as well is Dioraga as well, so I think he will also be leaving the club come the end of the season, as his contract is also up as well. So we'll be losing those two guys. Not disappointed in it in either of the ways. I thought to, I wanted to give myself another year with Dioraga, and also he's been a good serviceman for us, but he was just asking too much of a pay rise, and I just thought, no way, you're not going to get that much of a pay rise for the simple fact that you're just not going to be playing here at Leeds next season. So I decided to against it, and you obviously know how many pre-contract players we've got coming in next season. Obviously, a lot of them are midfielders, so it didn't matter to keep him on here at Ellen Road, but we are coming towards the end of this episode. I want to apologise for the fact there's only been 2 games in today's episode. The reason for that was because I decided I was going to throw a squad report in there, and I didn't want this episode to be close to 20 minutes, because me talking for 20 minutes is really, 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 really long, and it's just one of those things I didn't want to do. So we've got 2 games in this episode. I think the next episode as well is only 2 games. I can't remember what happened in that one. I think it was because the next episode is an absolute beast episode for you guys. So stick around for that. It'll be out tomorrow. I hope you've enjoyed this episode of Career Mode. If you've had, drop that like button, and I'll catch you all for the next episode tomorrow. Adios.